Hey guys, this is just to show you my Maya lemon tree, just to show you how it looked before I reported it, because this is an update video. And I just want you guys to see how, how leafy and green this Matthew was. Matthew was flush with a lot of leafy green growth, and as you can see here in this video, I'm just showing you guys. You can see Matthew's on the left, and then you can see on the right where I just upgrading it, the potting soil that it was in. And so you can see I'm using a plain potting mix, perlite, that help with drainage, and I also added some orchid bark. To that mixture because I just wanted to make sure that everything was going the way it was supposed to make sure that this was well draining, to make sure that Matthew had the correct type of soil that he needed to thrive in. However, there's some interesting things that happened since then. So this is going to be a 3-month update on Matthew, just to show you guys how he's doing so far, what has been happening with him since I was able to put Matthew in his new home. I do like the potting mixture. The potting mixture has worked out quite nice. This mixture is what I've applied to Luke, my tangerine tree, and he's seeing wonderful results. And so without further ado, I'm gonna get you guys into my update video. But before we do that, I want you guys to subscribe, hit that like button, ring the notification bell so that you could be updated each and every time that Garden Master 242 launches a new video. It's completely free to subscribe, and I appreciate it that you guys do so. Hey guys, it's Garden Master 242. You guys know that here on this channel, Jesus Christ is Lord. And it's quite a quiet, beautiful morning. You can look at the sky. Got those nice blues, nice clear skies today. It's a little overcast, but it's pretty cool. We had a little cold front that passed through on the weekend, so things are feeling quite nice right around now, so things are going quite well. However, what I wanted to do was show you guys what Matthew has been up to. And so if you can take a look at Matthew, you can clearly see that Matthew has undergone quite some changes. And so Matthew is my Maya lemon tree. And you could see that he is quite a finicky tree, right? Quite an unusual tree in the way it behaves. But Maya lemons are known to behave very strangely. However, let me show you guys what it's been doing lately. So what's been happening with Matthew is, if you take a look at this right here, those are buds. And so you might ask, well, okay, Garden Master 242, I mean, that's great. Don't you want it to grow buds? Well, yes and no. When I transplanted Matthew, he responded by dropping all of his leaves. And I'm a patient guy, and I know that citrus trees in general don't like being transplanted. However, I was patient with the tree. And so what I did in an example like this is I would go in and pull it off. And you'll say, well, why did you pull it off? I pull it off because if you allow this tree to push out a bunch of fruit without any leaves to collect energy to support the fruit that is growing, it's not going to work properly. These fruit will more than likely just drop from the tree on their own because the tree won't be able to sustain it. So I've been pulling them off. I've been hitting it with a nitrogen heavy fertilizer to support leaf growth. And so by me hitting this with this nitrogen heavy fertilizer, I got now some leaf growth when the buds started reappearing. Let me see if I can get this to focus for you. See, we got some leaf growth. We do have some buds, but I leave those buds because of the leaf growth I'm getting instead. Nice, clean, some nice clean leaf growth. Okay. Interesting. So, as you guys can see, Matthew has started to put out a lot of leafy green growth again, and that's excellent because at the end of the day, that's what we want. Because there's no way for this tree to sustain the fruit without any leaves to collect energy from the sun. And so when you look at the leaves of a tree, of any tree, leaves really act like solar panel. It collects that energy from the sun, store it up. It uses that process to make chlorophyll and all kind of other wonderful processes that allows this plant to gather its energy. And so by the time as we eat the fruit from the plant, that's really like second generation energy we collect from the sun. And if you could take a look all along the tree, I also got going to show you a technique that I did where let me see if I can get my camera there, this is kind of difficult. Oh, here we go. What I did was see if I can get this to focus. And I'm recording this with my phone, by the way. Yeah, there we go. So as you guys can see, I put a notch in the tree. And you may have asked where I got this notching technique from. This is from yours truly, LF73. Y'all who know who that acronym means. But yeah, I got this from LF73, man. And he has an excellent channel that you can feel free to check out. But for me notching the tree, if you take a closer look, I'm getting new growth right under the notch. I'm getting new growth right under the notch. So just keep that in mind. And it's an excellent technique to help promote new growth and branches on Matthew. So yeah, so guys, I was so disappointed that it dropped all of its leaves. But I've been dealing with citrus trees for quite some time, so I knew to be patient and just to wait until Matthew is ready to regrow them. However, you know, it's so sad with this being the first book of the Bible and all, you know. I told Matthew I'm quite disappointed. He's supposed to be representing the Garden Master 242 YouTube channel, so wonderful. But it's so nice to see it bounce back, and so it's looking good. It's in a nice sunny spot. The sun right now is not too hot as yet. We're not into summer, and so things are looking quite nice. Now, some of the buds that don't have flowers connected to them, I will pull off just to encourage new growth that actually has some leaf growth coming on it. So we want to make sure it's growing leaves. I want to make sure of that. And so you could take a look at the bark. And you see I have 3 nice healthy branches growing. And so far things have been looking pretty good. And so without further ado, this is Garden Master 242. You guys know that here on this channel, Jesus Christ is Lord. Peace out.